You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, man, 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Jay the Nightwing.
We back.
Interviewed you a lot lately.
Yeah, it's been pretty frequent, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Pretty good thing.
Unless I get my ass whooped tomorrow. Yeah.
Relax.
Oh, gotta relax.
I like the shirt.
You
gotta relax.
man.
Shout out to Nori. Gotta relax. Gotta relax. How you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm soaking it in, man. I'm really. It literally just hit me yesterday. Like I'm battling Shotgun Suge. Like I'm battling Shotgun Suge on URL.
On caffeine.
That shit wild, man.
3 rounds. Not a 1 rounder that you paid for or
on a small league.
Right, right.
It's like, nah, I worked my way to a point where the people felt that this was warranted. Like,
which is dope.
Man.
So 1 minute you're getting over a loss that was pretty. I remember you being emotional about it. It was pretty emotional for you from that to battling Shotgun Suge. So it ain't all bad, is it?
No, absolutely not.
You watch American Idol?
For a reason. When I was a kid.
So you remember Ruben Studdard?
Yeah.
Ruben Studdard won, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so.
And the dude that was the runner-up was Clay Aiken, the white dude.
Oh, yeah.
Clay Aiken blew up bigger than Ruben Studdard, right? So second place ain't always a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit.
Right?
Yeah, second place, I mean, especially in a 16-man run, second place is actually, you know what I mean? Shout out to Fonz, though, man.
Yeah, shout out to Fonz.
Fonz definitely, like, I see that I'm winning on the app, but I don't think people understand, man. Like, we was, like, really burnt out by the time we met each other, like, so.
Because y'all shit was 1 week. Right? It wasn't 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was 2
I
weeks.
thought it was 1 week.
Yeah. Like from the time we won in the semifinals, from that day, we had 2 weeks. So, I mean, yeah, it was like
hard.
Yeah. But, I mean, after 3 battles beforehand and then preparing for us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all lucky we got 3 out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like 3 of them rounds out. And Fonz definitely, like, earned that win, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nobody playing with his name just because they felt like I won. In retrospect, you know what I mean? Like, they actually, like, later, it took them a second to catch the Thanos scheme and all that. And I hear a lot of people giving me the first and the third. You know, in retrospect, that's fine, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, don't play with Fonz, man. Like you give that man an ample amount of time. It's just like if you give me an ample amount of time.
Same thing, right?
Yeah,
right.
Like that man ain't nothing to play with, man. Like, he earned that win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know how to look at it? So say, you know, you about to exercise, right?
Yeah.
And your exercise regimen is, I'm gonna do 3 clips of 100 push-ups.
Okay.
That first one, got
smoking. Yep.
That second one, and it depends on how much time you have in between them.
Yep.
So if you set a time limit, I got to do 300 push-ups and 3 clips of 100 in 20 minutes.
Hours. Oh yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, that's rough.
Right? So it's like that first 100, you knock them out.
Yeah.
You know, but when you got to get right back on it and do it again,
you start slowing down at 50.
You start slowing down. It's hard.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, if I could say this while I got you here, that's one thing I didn't give y'all enough credit for. You know, like, I was hard on y'all, pause.
No freaky.
You know, yeah, but I forgot to take that in consideration.
But you did.
I did at the end. I
Exactly.
mentioned it, but I meant through the whole tournament. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't take that in consideration the whole tournament.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta say, this is where you separate the boys from the men, who can actually write in those 2 weeks and then be incredible and win the battle.
Yeah.
So.
And I think going forward, for all of us, especially me and Fonz, I don't think we're looking at it as an excuse, because I think we both understand, we're looking at that battle like that battle wasn't one of our great battles. Like, I don't think either of us are really trying to argue that with anybody. Like, that was a great battle and y'all should be more appreciative of it. I don't think we're trying to argue that, but I think what we are trying to do is, like, as a class, is build to the point where, like, I can give you the J that battled Real Sick, or that's not even the one you prefer, the J that battled Reaper Rel, the J that battled
Even
Emerson
with the
Kennedy.
jokes.
Yeah, like, just the material, the quality.
Material was what's important.
Yeah,
yes.
that we want to get to the point where I can give you the quality in that amount of time with no but it takes like that endurance, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to like keep throwing me in that ringer, and then eventually like that shit will be like the material I came up with for Real Sick, I'll be able to draw that up in like a week. I'm sure a year from now, like if we keep going at this pace, yeah, it's gonna be like muscle memory for me. I won't know what to do with 2 months of prep. I won't know what to do with 8 months of prep. I'll probably sleep.
Some people say that too, yeah.
Yeah, like
that's what Twerk says. Like, I can't write in 2 months. I have to write in 1 week, or 3 days, or 2 days. It's
1 week is cutting it close.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not
Twerk.
Twerk
Does the day of sometimes.
He also don't write, so it's like,
yeah,
I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, what works for you, only you know what will work for you to get you to that 120% you gotta be at.
Right.
I can't relate to that. I can't write in my head and just memorize shit like as I go on. Fonz even does that. You know what I mean? That shit's incredible.
Shout out to y'all, because I can't do what y'all doing. And here it is, I'm judging y'all on some shit that I can't even do.
We knew that going in though.
Weird.
We knew that going in though.
Weird.
So like, for me, it's like we had to apply that into our strategy. I think that's one thing I felt like I should have taken more into account going into the Fonz battle, is that I need to have more shit that can be recepted right now without doubt. That Thanos scheme, it's just the wrong place, wrong time.
Not for me. I love it.
Yeah,
I love the creativity of it. Yeah, I loved it. So, you know, it is what it is. So
yeah.
Now again, man, tomorrow you got Shotgun Suge. Welcome to the big leagues.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now it's where's your mind at now? Like you were a battle rapper. You had a lot of low level battles. Fucked up a lot.
Mm.
Then you got into the tournament. You almost won the tournament.
Mm.
So now it's another level.
Yeah.
Where's your mentality at now? Like what are you thinking now?
In complete honesty, I'm anxious to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shotgun Suge is a vet. I feel like every time I battled a vet, I always took something away from it that I didn't know before, that I didn't understand before. Like when I battled Chilla, when I battled JC, when I battled Danger Zone, they put me on to something that like really strengthened how I battled from then on.
You learned from everybody.
Yeah.
Which is you supposed to do.
Yeah. And then with Shotgun Suge, I'm sure there's a couple of things he can teach me, you know what I'm saying, that I'm anxious to learn. But I still got to do what I came to do, which is, whoop his ass. But
that's Suge, that's not Fonz.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I know I could win the battle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna like discredit myself, but at the same time, I know where I benefit the most is absorbing everything that I can from someone like him who has been doing this, no crowd, 2,000 plus people in the crowd, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna like the whole tournament, like I played that, this is an education for you guys. Well, this time I get to be the one who gets educated, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm excited for that, man.
When I said you're in the big leagues, like now it's a lot more eyes on you, especially from the tournament.
Yeah.
A lot of people have more eyes on you. Are you changing anything? So from the tournament to now, because this is different from the tournament, mm-hmm. right? So do you change anything that you've done the last couple of battles that you had, knowing you're going up against Suge now?
So the adjustments I've made are based on the mistakes that I made against Fonz. Because it doesn't necessarily change because it's Suge. because the setting is still kind of the same. So I'm hypothesizing that Suge is one thing with a crowd and all that, but this setting might level it out. You know what I mean? Like to where like it's just us. You got to prove it just as much as I got to prove it. But I could be wrong, and that's the part where the education comes in. Like I could be wrong about that theory. But as far as changes, I've only tried to minimize the mistakes that I made before and maximize more on the things that people loved about my performances in the tournament.
Very good, young fella.
Yeah.
Very good. Because you know, like I always, you know, that's why I like Suge and Twerk when they did the 2-on-2.
Yeah.
They are two of the most electrifying motherfuckers in battle rap.
Entertaining motherfuckers, yeah.
Yeah.
Visually, like,
yeah.
ball-wise, like, yeah.
Yeah. So it's
doubt.
like you about to stand in front of one of the most electrifying guys in battle rap.
One of the monsters.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to it, man, because like I say, I've always been a fan. I always mention that, man, when I talk to you. And to see you progressing and getting the opportunities, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it,
Just
man.
don't fucking let me down.
I can't promise I'll win. I can't promise I'll win.
It's not always about winning.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
about going on there and leaving everything on the fucking table.
That's what I can
Ruben
promise.
stuttered one, but Clay Aiken became bigger than him.
Yeah. I ain't trying to be no Clay Aiken though, man. Like,
Hey, I'd take either one of their fucking spot, bro.
Yeah, I
mean, I know what you're talking about with the Clay Aiken thing, but of course, but talking about progression, bro. So, good luck to you tomorrow.
I appreciate it, man.
And I look forward to really seeing you tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna see a different, better Jay the Nightwing.
I think so too, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front. Going over my material, I think so too.
Already written.
Oh yeah.
Everything done now is memorization.
That's memorization. It's really just the beginning of my first, end of my third. That's it. It's the only parts that's like blah, blah, blah. But I got over 12 hours, and I'm gonna be out here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dojo.
Yeah.
Shout out to K-Shine and the Dojo on caffeine.
Facts, man. Shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame. Shout out to Uncle Rob, man. Follow me at Jay the Nightwing, Twitter, Instagram, man. Relax, man. Get your threads from Authentic Clothing 253. Just DM my man Nate. You know what I'm saying? And hook you up with one of the shirts. Don't get all crazy though. Don't try to modify my shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to y'all, man.
Gotta relax.
Thanks,
relax,
brother.
man.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.